Good evening. My name is Kevin Chisholm. Last time I had an event here in this part of the town was a guest at the top of the town, which was really a fabulous place in the spring. So I'm glad to be back here again. I know that was just nice. I've been in Arlington since 1981. I have a daughter that's gone through the school system. She's now a senior. I've been active in the community in a lot of different things. Most notably, I was the energy manager of Arlington Public Schools from 2003 to this last year, and got to learn an awful lot about the county and county government, school government. And I'm from a small town in upstate New York, from a big family. People in big families have to get along, and I learned to do that. Quality of life is really important. When I moved here partly because it was really close into work, and because it was just a great community. It just had a feel. It just seemed right. And that was 30 years ago. It's still a great community. I'd like to keep it that way. I think we're pushing the crowding issue more, maybe too far in some places, and the diversity issue, I think, has taken a toll. And I'd like to lower that, the degrade of our diversity in the county. We have a lot of economic challenges, I think, that are coming our way. We're going from a model of economic growth from development to one where I think we're going to see a lot less development, and the growth of the county government is going to have to respond to that. And so more efficient use of government is going to be top on my agenda if I'm elected. And good decisions, just like good living, good government has to make good decisions. We just had we have $500 million in capital projects that are being considered, while we just cut $20–30 million related to libraries, community centers, and things that really affect. The county board, I think, needs more balance. I think it needs to not be tethered by one political party. And I'm glad to represent Arlington in that regard. In parts because we're going from one form of economic growth to a completely different one. A big issue to me also is I have professional experience in energy management and how buildings use energy. The county board would have you think that we've done a lot in that area, in the site plans and in new county government buildings or the existing county government buildings. The fact is, very little progress has been made in that arena. When buildings receive a certification that says LEED Gold, often there's no energy benefit to that building. So I think I'd try to bring truth to government and hard work. Well, I think listening to the community is good, and I think it's very important. And I don't think that would ever end in Arlington. We'd certainly hear a lot if we weren't listening. That sounds cheeky, but it is very important. But I think leadership's important too. People need to hear about issues and views on issues that we're affronted by and are challenging, intractable issues like energy, like the mortgage crisis that no one saw coming down the road. It was very obvious, but leaders at a national level weren't responding to something that was so obvious. Well, we do need leadership locally as well, and my experience in energy and transportation is considerable, and I know an awful lot about Metro. I've studied up a lot on it. I'd be happy to take over the reins of Arlington's involvement with Metro Board. Loss of affordable housing is to me an important issue. It's not complicated. It is actually a more complicated issue than meets the eye. We've lost an awful lot of market available affordable housing, and that's an area. Putting the streetcar in will actually add to that loss. On the issue of Michael Brown's being asked to leave, actually that is a very curious area to me. I don't know what happened there. I like Michael Brown. I met him on a few occasions. I thought he was going to bring a good new perspective to Arlington. We do need new perspectives. You know about the one-party issue. That's just so obvious. It's not that the board members are not smart. It's that they're just of one think. They don't always agree, but nonetheless, there's not enough diversity of opinion there, and I would certainly bring that to Arlington. Been here for a long time. I have a lot of very specific knowledge of the community and expertise in the area of energy and engineering. I would bring logic. I would try to bring logic to the county board and present that to the citizens. Green Party represents fairness, smart use of resources, and a knowledge that local government is the most relevant government